Hello horror fans, I'm Dr. Udru. My apologies for the clickbait title, but how else am I going to teach today's youth about a science fiction film from the 50s? By talking about a movie that's equally as old now as the first one was when it came out. Now the picture in question is James Cameron's 1986 sci-fi sequel, Aliens. And the question in question is Aliens a remake? To answer that, let's go back to 1954 with Them. Now Them follows a pair of state police as they find a lost girl wandering the New Mexico desert. As they investigate further, the cops find the girl's home destroyed and her family missing. When a local shopkeeper turns up dead and a lone officer disappears, the FBI is brought on board. With the help of a father-daughter entomologist duo, it's revealed the destruction and abductions are the work of gigantic mutated ants.
And I, for one, welcome our new insect overlords.
After discovering their nest, the team attempt to eliminate the ants with the aid of the military. Inside the colony, our leads exterminate all remaining ants and serve up the eggs hard-boiled. Sound familiar? Well, flash forward 32 years, and Aliens tells the story of Ellen Ripley as she's coerced into accompanying a squad of Marines to the alien moon from the first film. There, the group finds the moon's colony decimated and deserted, save for a little girl. Tracking signals, the Marines head deeper into the base, only to be ambushed by aliens. When the crew's headcount drops and the young girl is captured, Ripley follows the trail to the alien queen's lair and burns it to the ground. Beyond that, the two plots diverge. Them continues as our heroes chase two escaped queens on a cross-country rampage, complete with a bit part by a young Leonard Nimoy. Coming in at 2 hours and 17 minutes, or 2 hours and 37 minutes if you're watching the special edition, Aliens has much more character development, jump scares, 80s action, and Bill Paxton quotes.
We're on express elevator to hell, going down. Stop your grinning and drop your linen. That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
Oh, and brownface.
Right. Somebody said alien. She thought they said illegal aliens.
However, looking closer, it's easy to draw more detailed comparisons. To start, both films contain headstrong female characters, Dr. Pat Medford in Them, and Ellen Ripley in Aliens. While in 1954, ladies had a long way to go before they'd be allowed to lead a sci-fi film, they got there by 1986. The two ladies are similarly brought aboard as advisors due to their knowledge of the antagonistic creatures, Dr. Medford as an entomologist, and Ripley due to her experiences in the first film. And lastly, both women have subtly implied attractions to their male co-star.
Doesn't mean we're engaged or anything.
Elsewhere, we find both young girls have been orphaned by their film's respective monsters.
You don't talk much, do you?
Traumatized by their experiences, both girls are initially mute, and carry with them a symbol of their fractured childhood, a broken doll. Additionally, the stakes of both pictures are made more dire when children are thrown in peril, as with the rescue of the missing Lodge boys and Ripley's maternal mission to save Newt. Furthermore, it's discovered Them's giant ants inject their victims with formic acid, not dissimilar to the aliens' acidic blood, though that has its origins in the previous film. It's also explained that ants are the only other creatures besides man to wage war, but going by Cameron's tagline, so do xenomorphs.
Aliens. This time, it's war.
Both ant and alien antagonists are described as nocturnal through similar lines of dialogue.
Mostly at night I see them.
And they mostly come at night. Mostly.
And to add fuel to the fire, pun intended, the aliens are directly compared to insects, and more specifically, ants.
Is this gonna be a stand-up fight, sir, or another bug hunt? Hey, maybe it's like an ant hive.
Bees, man. Bees have hives.
Yet the connection between Aliens and Them is little more than a fan theory, with neither confirmation or denial from James Cameron. But the topic of plagiarism isn't unfamiliar to Cameron, nor to the Alien franchise. With Cameron's previous picture, 1984's The Terminator, a settlement was made between the production company and science fiction writer Harlan Ellison over similarities to his Outer Limits episode, Soldier. In it, two enemy soldiers from the future are sent back in time to the then present 1964, where they eventually destroy each other. On the other hand, the Terminator has a soldier and a robot sent back in time to the then present 1984, where they eventually destroy each other.
Same, but different.
Consequently, credit was given to Ellison on the film's video release, much to Cameron's chagrin.
For legal reasons, I'm not supposed to talk about that, but I will go on record as saying I think it was a real bum deal. I had nothing to do with it, and I disagree with it.
Likewise, much has been said about the numerous inspirations and influences of 1979's Alien. In the words of late screenwriter Dan O'Bannon, "I didn't steal Alien from anybody, I stole it from everybody." But none of these pilferages equate to full-fledged remakes, and each of these cases stand on their own as original works. While I do think it's possible James Cameron got a few ideas from them, Aliens was largely fleshed out from his own imagination. But if there's one thing to take away, it's that on the internet, everyone can hear you plagiarize. But what do you think? Is Aliens just an updated version of them? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe. And if you want to support my channel, check out my Patreon page.